Hey guys, Downphoenix here, and we are back to Super Mario Kart. We are on 50cc Star Cup right now, and this is going to start off with one of the most unique types of tracks in the game, and that's the Coop of Beach 1 track. Now, there's a couple important things to note about this track. One, we don't have our power-up blocks near the beginning of the track. They're actually near the end of the track, except for that one that you might see in the mini-map up near the top. You know, there's like one by itself in the water. But it's not really that worthwhile to get to it. So you can just ignore it. The other unique thing about this track, though, is the fact that it's pretty much just a round track. This track is pretty much Mario Kart's equivalent to like the Daytona 500 or something, you know, where you just go around in a circle pretty much. You know, some of the differences, though, is that in this track, you're going to race around a lot in the water, as you've noticed. And that slows you down a little bit. That's something that you want to keep in mind. But other than that, it's a very simple course. Likely the most simple course in the game. It's just with the sand being a little bit harder to drive on as opposed to the, you know, standard asphalt or brick-type roads. You know, it is a little bit more difficult to drive on. Plus, green turtle shells really don't do a crap on this stage because there's no walls for them to bounce off of. So, obviously, though, the CPU, they have some difficulty navigating these courses. I'm totally blown away, Princess. And you see how short this course is. It took me under a minute and 20 seconds. And we're talking about I'm going to have nearly a 10-second gap on Princess. Maybe even more than that. I don't know. We'll see what the final results are of this track here. But yeah, look at that. Yeah, almost 10 seconds. Just barely off. So that's a very easy race to do in this game. But there's only 2 Coop of Beaches total in this game. The other one's in the Special Cup, which that's not until 100 cc's. You'll see that much later. So now here we are on another chocolate course. As you see on the mini-map over there on the right side, there's a giant freaking puddle of mud or I guess milk chocolate or whatever. I don't know. It's called like the Choco Course or whatever. So, you know, I really don't know what to tell you there. But as you see, that's really the only major hazard on this course. The turns are pretty simple on this course. Again, you know, the Star Cup, so far it's easier than the Flower Cup, at least in these first 2 levels. Not to say that the Flower Cup was particularly challenging, but yeah, I think this course is easier than the Flower Cup version of this, to be honest, you know, and because it's a lot more simple. I mean, you do have that major hazard with the chocolate puddle, but if you have like a mushroom or something like that, you can pretty much plow right through it. And even then, it doesn't really slow you down as much as, like, say, the water does. It looks like Koopa Troopa got hit by something I placed back there. Finally, somebody got hit by something. It took a while, didn't it? Yeah. So, of course, you have those little plants, too. Those will count as obstacles, but they're very easy to avoid. I mean, they're in spots that you're really not supposed to drive at all anyway, so no problems with them. And, yeah, toasted myself there. But it doesn't really matter. I have such a huge gap over Princess that even with that little goof up, I'm still going to have a few seconds on her. So I'm not too concerned about it. Alright, so that's going to wrap up that particular level. And yeah, I'd probably say about 6 seconds is how far, maybe 7. I got me a Sonic Route 44, you know, happy hour special. Yeah, well, just under 6 seconds. Gotta really get down the timing of that. I could have easily pulled off 8 to 10 seconds. Now, here is where it starts getting hard for the Star Cup, the ice course. It's a very hard to drive on track, and the CPU really doesn't struggle very much with this. I mean, they don't struggle nearly as much as they did with the Bowser course or the Chocolate course. So it is going to be a little difficult. You know, there it is. Prince has already passed me. You got those little ice blocks that you have to stay out of the way because they will slow you down. And so here we are on lap 2. She's probably going to, yeah, throw that thing out there. Really, I don't know why. I kind of drifted a lot in this course. It's really not a good idea to do that, honestly, because of the fact that with the little control that you get on these courses as it is, you're better off just doing regular turning on this course, honestly. I mean, I know the drifting, I mean, if you can really get the timing down and everything like that, it is worth your time to try to do. But honestly, if you're just trying to get used to it, I would just bypass it altogether. So, and of course, you got the snowbanks. They kind of work like the sandbanks. They just kind of slow you down. But on this particular course, it does sometimes help you out because of the fact that it's hard to control your vehicle on this track. You know, it does help you out to navigate some particular corners here. So we'll just use that to jump over and, oh shoot, that's not good. Princess might pass me here at the end. Nope. Just barely made it. That was a photo finish, folks. It's photo finish. So, yep. Got a 1-up, of course. You get a win-up, or win-up. You get a 1-up whenever you win 3 in a row. So, which is kind of weird because you only get 5 courses per cup. So, why couldn't they have just made it like 2 in a row so you can at least get 2 1-ups through the course of it? I don't know, maybe 6 courses, 7 courses, whatever. But anyways, we got another Bowser Castle, and this one is honestly not as challenging as the previous one. Now, you notice like the really unique little thing where you had all those jumps with the power-ups. And you also got one stranded power-up right there as well. There is that little jump, of course. If you hit the L and R buttons right before you hit that, you can hit the speed burst. That's kind of the trick there. But yeah, I've got this little feather here. It's not really going to do a whole lot of good where I'm at right now. I'm just going to have to hang on to it for now. But it can get handy up on the part that we're about to get. And instead I wasted it and went into the lava. Go me. Bam! Hit the speed burst. That's what you're supposed to do there. So, I mean, I said, yeah, this is not a hard course. But, as you notice, the CPU is kind of hanging their own on this one. Partly it's because of my gaffes that I've had so far. But, it is kind of weird. Even though the course itself is not as hard as the previous track, the CPU does do a lot better in this particular one than they did in the previous ones. So, that's something that's very important to note. That's going to make things a little more difficult with this one because the course itself is easier, like I said. It's just that racing against the actual computer is not. And I'm really in trouble here. You know, fun little secret with the mushrooms. If you get hit with a mini mushroom, you want to run into another one so you can grow back to full size. I kind of failed there personally, but that's why you don't want to get ran over in those particular situations. Because, oh my god! No! 6th place. I don't know how I'm going to squeeze this one out right at the end. Bam! That was awesome. That was totally uncalled for. Unplanned. But yeah, Princess has almost a half track on me. And I really need to catch up at the end here. It is going to be a challenge indeed. But I think I am down for it. Oh, I barely missed that out. Oh, and Princess is small. That really is going to come to my advantage. I didn't get to run her over, but... Oh, no, oh, no. Is she going to get into it? That was so close. That was so close. I mean, that was honestly my fault. Because I was actually racing good. I could have easily pulled off a 10, 15-second lead. See, look at lap 4 right there. Lap 4 was just disastrous. It was so terrible. But I managed to make that fun for everybody, didn't I? So, now we're on to the final course. It's another Mario circuit. Pretty standard course here, really. Now, the turns are pretty tough on this particular course, but you don't really have any obstacles to worry about, which is a good thing. You just got your little power-ups there. You got those warp pipes. Those are like the only real obstacles right there, as you get some warp pipes in particular spots. But, you know, really the only ones that are challenged to bother with are the ones that were on that particular turn and this turn right here. It's really not too difficult. You know, it's just got some difficult turns to navigate. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and slide along here. This course is one that's kind of going to use a mixture of driving skills. You know, you really do need to utilize the drifting, but you're also going to need to know to slow down in particular corners and also, you know, just use regular turns. You know, this one's going to use a combination of those driving skills. But, as you see, I'm doing pretty good despite the initial gaffe I had there. And I'm not having too much trouble with this. You know, I've got a pretty good distance on Princess right now. I'm about 5 seconds ahead of her right now. And so, like I said, it's just really just a matter of, you know, getting the timing down with the drifting and, you know, the corners and all that good stuff, you know, and this is a really easy track. And like I said, there's really not a lot of obstacles, you know, I'm just kind of repeating myself at this point. But, yeah, Star Cup overall, I mean, the third track, like I said, that one's pretty difficult. The fourth track really isn't that difficult. I just had a lot of hard times with it. And I really don't know why. I don't really know why I messed up so bad on that fourth track. This one ain't too bad. I had some mess-ups, but I've maintained a pretty good lead for overall. You know, it's just that Princess, she's starting to close on me here in the last lap. So this might be a little difficult to pull off. You know, I definitely will need to make sure I keep these corners strong. And I hit that pipe, but fortunately I didn't hit it head on, so I was able to actually just keep on going. Freaking Koopa, you bastard. Get out of the way. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so yeah, like I said, we're going to get about a 5 second, you know, well, probably about 3 seconds on Princess. Because, oh, the mini-map, it kind of scales really weird, the way it does it. But, yeah. So that was Star Cup in Super Mario Kart on 50cc's. Totally mastered it. Didn't have too much trouble, just enough to make things interesting. So, let me know what you guys think. You know, like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Do all of it. Definitely subscribe, though, because not only are you watching my videos, you're watching a whole bunch of other guys' videos, too. So you get more videos when you watch Super Shy Guy Gaming. Remember, it is Super Shy Guy Gaming, not just Shy Guy Gaming. So, I'm going to race some more, just for fun. But until next time, when I do 100cc's, this is Downphoenix out.